Alright, Chuck again. Welcome to episode 2 on the Desoto. It took a lot longer to get to this one than I planned on. Been doing a lot of chasing grubbins on my daily drivers. Still don't have them figured out, but I thought I'd get this thing wrapped up. So hopefully in this video I'll be able to get the driver's side wrapped up, get the pillar finished up, get the rockers in, and we'll go from there. So let's dig into it, see what we get done. Thanks. So here's some of the parts that'll be making up the rocker. This is, the curve, the flat with the curve on it, the larger section. And then this long piece here is that full bottom. There's this little flat here. This is that continued out for the rest of it. Here's another one of these braces I was able to save, and then I had to make this one. There. And here's the top part of the rocker. Here's the front end cap for the rocker. So yeah, just making parts. Pretty soon get them all prepped and ready to weld in. Okay, so a little update. Got this rocker section assembled. This one has the brace that I made on the side of it. And a little tip when you're doing your plug welds, what I like to do, since that brace is already painted, I'll drill through one, use a self-tapping screw to hold it in place, and then when I go to weld it, to clean the paint off where the weld's going to be, I like to take, if you're like me, you're going to end up breaking drill bits. I like to take a little broken drill bit and run that in there, and you clean all that paint off, give yourself a little better weld. Works really well. I'll probably hit that with another little tack just to fill it in, but I haven't cleaned them off yet. There's the other side. So they're going to be covered up, so I'm not too worried about them. But yeah, I welded this. This was 2 pieces, top and a bottom, and welded it right along this edge here. I like to do things right along a bend. You have more strength, get less warpage. I mean, you can see that sits really nice on the table. It just helps, if you do it out here in the middle or something. It's so hard to keep the stuff straight. Granted, it's a rocker, but it's good practice. If you're going to be doing a quarter panel or something, same thing. So this piece is pretty much ready to go on. I got most of the other parts ready too. So yeah, pretty soon we'll have complete rocker panels on the driver's side here. I got all the inner parts made. They're not on the car yet. I got that brace I refinished, put back into place. So there'll be a brace on each side of the center pillar here. Everything's been etch primed and painted. I'm getting ready to put it all together. So we'll be back. Alright, little update. Got the pillar done. Door gaps are looking pretty good. This door just got to go sit in a little more. So that's all in. Not factory, but a little hot rodded up. And that'll be a little bit of filler in there, and she'll be good to go. So got that in. And on the inside, the piece all in there, and we got the inner structure in. I haven't dressed up any of the welds yet. I still got to get to them. But yeah, she's solid as a rock now. No more rust holes. Get the other side here. took a little bit of time, a lot of fussing and putzing. And like I say, it's not a factory production. I normally like to make it look a little bit more like it did from the factory. That way whenever somebody does some work on the car, they hopefully will not even know anything was ever done to it. But no, it's a hot rod. It's not a restoration. So as long as it's strong and rust is gone, that's what I'm looking for. Doing some more work up there on that front brace. That's kind of going to be a little challenge because I put the extension onto the floor, the inner rocker extension onto it, and if that brace is welded in, I can't get the floor in. So I got to do the floor first, but I've got to make sure that brace is fitting up tight to the floor pan. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. But the hard part is holding that brace in place. I may have to tack it in. I don't know. I'm working on it. It'll come. But yeah, I got that part of the floor in. So now all I have to do is come underneath here, and I've got that long strip made for the bottom of the rocker. That's ready to weld in, so that'll be next. And I'll keep looking at that brace and working on it too. And we'll get her all together. Still have to weld the plug welds in the bottom of the rocker here. And we'll do them when I do the other piece in the bottom. So that's about all I have for now. So we'll be back. Okay, well, made some really good progress, I think. Got the rockers buttoned up. Got that long extension piece welded in the bottom. I got the driver's side floor pan in, and welded all the inner rocker. Got all the pinch weld on the bottom welded. Yeah, I'll grab the camera and we'll take a little walk around, show what I got done. Okay, so here are the pinch welds all down along the bottom. Came out pretty nice. Open the door here. So there is the driver's floor pan. Still have work to do up here on this side. And do the foot kick part, the kick up, but it's in good solid metal now. So we got complete rockers, basically complete floor. Oh, and then there's this panel here is a removable filler panel that goes around the steering column there, and you can buy those. And I believe it's as large as it is to give access to these brake lines here, but I'm not going to have them there. They're going to not be in that location. And as you can see, this panel is pretty rough in the bottom half, but the top wasn't bad. So just cut that off, welded another flange on the bottom there, and that will fit up into here. Like so. So I'll have to make this flange go around. So you'll still be able to pull the steering column out, take that panel out, get the steering column out. So this is the top side. Looking pretty good. Not sure if I showed you before. I got all this sound deadener scraped out of the whole driver's side. I left it still up on the kick up for the rear end there, but I got this whole floor plan cleaned up. We'll put some different sound deadener in. I think this stuff's supposed to help prevent rust too, but it's so brittle and hard it cracks and moisture gets under it, and it may even make it worse. So we'll get rid of this piece. That's junk. Okay, let's take a little look underneath. Hopefully we got a good enough light here. So there is full rocker. The underside's done. Sprayed inside the rocker, to get at my welds. I'll clean up these welds and do any touch-up welding that might need to be done when I get it on the rotisserie. So I had mentioned before I wasn't sure how this brace was going to get put in underneath here, and I think I figured it out. So I got the floor welded in. Now, in order to get this in, I'm going to have to unbolt the body and lift the body up, and then it should be no problem. I'll just get it fitted up in there, mark it, punch the holes for welds, and weld it in, and this side will be done. There we are. Getting there. This stuff here will get done on the rotisserie too. I'm just trying to get it so it's good to mount to the rotisserie. Not sure if I showed you in the trunk too, I scraped out all that crap, sound deadener, except again for the hump, and I'll probably still scrape that out, but easier to do that when it's on the rotisserie and I can stand up with the car up on its side. Get all that scraped off. Get it on the after it's on the rotisserie, then get it over and get it blasted inside and underside, and we'll start making a car out of this thing. All right, appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll see you in episode 3. Thanks a lot. Bye.